Hey guys, it is 2Pro or Adam, and welcome to my first legit Ancient Evil video. Today I'll be going over 7 things that you need to know about this map, and this video is for those of you who haven't played the map or are maybe having troubles with the map. This video goes over some of the most important things that you have to know when playing this map. So the results from my previous sound quiz, it was a pretty easy one. The correct answer was the acid bomb grenade. So congrats to all of you who got that sound correct. Now, let's go ahead and jump into our first ever DLC 2 sound quiz.
Intruders! Tell the Pythia I will not be stopped.
So good luck to all of you guys with that sound right there. And of course, for those of you who are new here and you enjoy these zombies content, hit that sub button if you are subbed and make sure notifications are turned on. And besides that, let's go ahead and start today's video. Starting things off in the number 7 spot, we are going to start off with a pretty simple one, and that is how to open up Pack-a-Punch. The first thing we have to do is we have to turn on the power, of course, by activating the Sentinel artifact and then fighting off a bunch of zombies. Once that's done, we have to go ahead and find a golden bridle. So there are 2 locations for the golden bridle. The first one is at the intersection of treasuries, and this is on top of this white pedestal. The next one is close to the first location. It is at the Stoa of the Athenians, again on top of that same white pedestal. Once you have the golden bridle, head over to the Spartan monument where the Zeus perk is. Pegasus will be kind of hovering just above the ground with this blue circle on the ground. Go ahead to the blue circle, hold square, and then you will actually kind of fly on Pegasus over to where the Pack-a-Punch is. So we are not done yet. Once you land where Pegasus originally drops you, which I believe is the River of Sorrow, you have to go either to the left or the right, because on each side there is a bird, and we have to go ahead and open up the cage so the bird can fly out. Now, to do this, it's easy. All you have to do is melee it or shoot it with your special weapon. There is one cage that's actually chained up in the air. Go ahead and shoot the chain and the cage will fall down. Open up both cages, then head to the opposite side from where you spawned in, or the opposite side of the River of Sorrow. You'll have to kill a bunch of zombies and skeletons, and then the Pack-a-Punch will open up. Coming in at my number 6 spot, let's go over how to craft a shield and where all the parts are on the map. So this one is honestly really easy compared to other shields from previous maps. The first part, all you have to do is kill that big guy with the 6 arms. He'll spawn in when you collect the golden bridle, so you can knock it out right away. And then let me show you where all 6 part locations are for the next 2 parts. Let's go over the first part, which is the head of a spear. We'll start with the top left, and this one is at the Stoa of the Athenians. It's actually in the same area where one of the golden bridle locations are. You can actually even see that white pedestal in the background. There's this red pillar. Go around that pillar, and there's our first location. The next 2 are in the intersection of treasuries. The first one is kind of wedged in between these bricks around this flower bed, and the next one is at the base of this statue right here. Our last part is located in the upper road area of the map. This is where the swordfish walleye is, and our first part in the top left is located on the railing of the bridge. The next part, which is below this one, is on the opposite side of the bridge. When you cross that bridge, you'll see this rock, and the part is right there. The last part is underneath the bridge, and it's sitting on this rock. This is where my part was in the game, and those are how to get all 3 parts for the shield. Now we can go ahead and craft it near spawn. Coming in at my number 5 spot, I want to go over the challenges on this map, because the challenges are really different from previous maps, and they're actually really awesome. So the way this works is there's different areas around the map you can go ahead and initiate these challenges. You have to pay for the challenges, especially as you go into the higher rounds, but a lot of these rewards are worth it. Now, one amazing thing about these challenges is the better you do on a certain challenge, you get a better reward. It goes from common all the way up to epic. So common and even rare is usually just power-ups. Legendary, you can actually see some papped weapons. You can see a couple of, worse papped weapons in the rare reward area. But if you get up to epic, you can actually get a free perk. Now, it is very difficult to get a epic reward out of a challenge. You have to do very, very well. But the best part is you can actually stack these rewards, so you can actually get, 2, 3, I think it caps out at 4 free perks in the game. That's very hard to do, but still, it's there. The opportunity is there. But in general, these challenges are incredibly fun, kind of addicting, and definitely worth a go when playing Ancient Evil. One really easy way to get epic rewards is by simply stacking your rewards. Now, how you do this is by doing a challenge, and say you get a common reward out of that challenge. Don't go and claim your reward. Simply go back and do your next challenge, and then during that challenge you can upgrade to the next reward. Keep doing that over and over again until you do end up getting that epic reward. Coming in at my number 4 spot, of course we have to go over what the best high round strategy is here on Ancient Evil, and this one is pretty easy and straightforward. When you go and turn on the power, you have this beautiful room, which is just this big circle, and this is easily not only the easiest and the best high round strategy, but it's the fastest strategy as well. I haven't found a really good camping spot like I usually do on zombie maps. When I do, I'll make sure to make a video, but as for right now, this is the go-to strategy. I am playing on casual in this game, so it's not this easy, but in a game of normal difficulty, it is honestly not hard at all. Coming in at the number 3 spot, I want to go over the wonder weapons. Now, I won't be showing you how to craft every single wonder weapon in this video and upgrade them, because there are way too many steps, and I want to keep this video around, 10 to 15 minutes long. So I want to go over what I think are the 2 best wonder weapons on this map. Now, the first one is the Hand of Uranus, and this is pretty much the wind staff of the Chaos storyline. The way this one works is pretty simple. All you have to do is hold down your trigger, and all the zombies will kind of blow away. Now, you have to hold down the trigger in order to keep, that attack going. So one thing you should do is don't hold down the trigger for too long, because this thing will burn through ammo if you actually just hold it down for like 5 or 10 seconds. So be really careful with that. So now what I think is easily the most effective wonder weapon on this map is the Hand of Charon, or however you pronounce it. This is so incredibly powerful compared to the other 3. What this does is you pretty much shoot a pool of blood on the ground. It attracts zombies, so it acts like a monkey bomb, and then all the zombies kind of get sucked underground. You can kill more than 24 zombies with 1 charge shot. On top of that, it is really effective against both bosses on this map. So if you're wondering what one to use, this is definitely the one to go for. Coming in at my number 2 spot, I want to go over how to get the Pegasus Strike and where all the parts are for this, because the Pegasus Strike is a really, really good equipment. So let's go ahead and show you guys all of the part locations for this buildable. The first part is in the cliff ruins, and the part we're looking for is in the top left. So the first part was back there by that column. The next part is on this rock to the right of that column, and the last part is right down here near the Koshka on this stone. It is really hard to see, so just keep an eye out for this part. Our next part is the hammer, and this is in the Pegasus Strike area. All the parts for this buildable are in the Pack-a-Punch area. The first one is near that rib cage by the box. The next one is just further down underneath this torch, and the next one, or the last one, is even more further down, just down here near the bird cage. This last part is in the River of Sorrow area. This is near the perk location down here. The first one is right down there on the rock by the Spitfire location. The next part is right down here on the fire, and then the last part is near the Vapor, or this window right here on this rock. Coming in at my number 1 spot, originally I was going to have the Wonder Weapon 3rd upgrade tutorial in this spot, but after going through and doing this, I decided to change what I have here now. It's still about the 3rd upgrade, but it is to warn you guys that this is 100% not worth it, because you have to do, I don't want to say a ton of work to upgrade every Wonder Weapon, but having to do that pretty much twice, in my opinion, it's a little bit too much. And you know what? All you get is 10 extra shots in that Wonder Weapon. Maybe double ammo, okay, but for 10 extra shots, it's not worth it. And also, for those of you who are solo players, this is really, really difficult to actually pull off in a game of solo, because you have to upgrade all 4 gloves by yourself, and then you have to do all of the 3rd upgrade steps by yourself as well. Now, for these 3rd upgrade steps, the majority of it is simply killing each of the catalyst zombies in the different, I guess, you know, element circles, and you have to kill the fire zombie in the green circle, the electric zombie in the yellow circle, the poison zombie in the red circle, and the ice zombie in the blue circle. And doing that in solo, it is a lot of work, and it is really tedious. And again, for 10 extra shots, just guys, don't even waste your time. So there we have it, guys. Those are 7 things that are important to know before going into this map and when loading this map. So I hoped this video helped you guys out. If it did, drop a like, subscribe for a ton of zombies content, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Peace out.